China has been poor for far too long, and the urgent dreams and energy for wealth creation and entrepreneurship are enormous. As a result, our physical development has outpaced the development of our market. So if we look at the overall size, it's huge, we're big, but our muscles aren't strong, and we might even, be lacking in calcium. We need enlightenment in our thinking, in our systems, in our culture, in our business culture, and so on, including educational enlightenment and the cultural awakening of the middle class, the enlightenment of citizens, to truly form a modern commercial society. In a sense, our nation is almost like a place where everything needs to be rebuilt from scratch, because in the past 40 years, we have poured all our efforts into developing the economy, since we had been poor for so long and the national economy had collapsed multiple times. People's lives were very hard, so whenever there was even the slightest opportunity for development, it was like a blade of grass breaking through the soil, seeing the sun, and soaking up the sunlight and rain. It would grow wildly. That's exactly how we've approached economic activity as well. China has been poor for far too long, and the urgent dreams and energy for creating wealth and starting businesses are enormous. That's why our physical development has outpaced the development of our market. So when we look at the overall scale, it's huge. We're big in size, but our muscles aren't strong, and we might even be lacking in calcium, so to speak. In terms of our basic education and the cultivation of humanistic values, we're far behind the growth of our physical size and numbers. This is the problem facing China's economy. The era when sheer size was enough is truly over. We need to pause to make up for our shortcomings in the system, to reflect and learn. And what exactly should we be making up for? We need to catch up on the fundamental competitive elements that a modern nation should possess. We need to make up for the basic lessons that form the foundation of modern society. In the process of modernization, these are the lessons we must first address. Even with debts in the millions and a total macro-level debt of 2.7 million, it still hasn't been enough to make us sit down calmly and think seriously. What exactly has gone wrong for us? From which aspects do we need to start making institutional improvements? Institutional design, supporting legal frameworks, and reforms to the business environment. Are we still stuck at the stage of just issuing policies? We've rolled out more than 100 different policies, treating them as stabilizers, ballast, and even the main driving force for economic development. But what has been the result? Isn't this something we should reflect on? Why has this situation arisen? Why can't effective demand be truly stimulated? And why does it need to be artificially triggered? Many entrepreneurs feel that this has nothing to do with them. I believe if you don't address these issues today, they will affect you. Many entrepreneurs told me, Lao Song, there's no point. It's useless. No one listens. Those in power resist change, and it seems irrelevant. But everything is closely connected, like companies going to Hong Kong to get listed. You'll notice there's basically no liquidity in Hong Kong. Why no liquidity? It's precisely the inevitable result of the issues I've been talking about, the combined policies and their comprehensive effects. It's not just a single situation or phenomenon. So when I talk about these issues, we need to understand them deeper. We need to analyze and reflect on the entire country's modernization process, summarize our experiences, and focus on institutional development and the construction of a legal environment. That's why I say, making economic development the central focus is not just a slogan. It's about facing the tremendous waves and enormous difficulties we are currently encountering. Relying solely on policies and doctrinism is no longer effective. We can only make a firm decision. Truly launching comprehensive reforms means aiming for modernization and a market economy. We need to follow the path that other major nation-states have commonly adopted, one where people live and work in peace and contentment, and the market is prosperous, stable, and develops peacefully. No matter what kind of system it is, as long as it allows people to live in peace and contentment and ensures social stability, it is suitable. The path of peaceful development is good. As Comrade Xiaoping said, it doesn't matter if a cat is black or white. As long as it catches mice, it's a good cat. We shouldn't be concerned about ideology. So long as it develops the economy, it's good.